Welcome to Comfort Havoc number 2. Alright, look. I released, 10 videos today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 11 videos today. 2 on Batman and Darth Vader. And then the other one's racial shit, which I am going to rehash tonight at 11 o'clock. Alright. I'm about to play a video. And in this video, I just want you all to understand something. I don't know if this shit is political. I don't know who the hell Antifa is. I don't know who the fuck the Proud Boys are. I do know that this video says someone got hit in the head with a rock. It was like a live streamer or whatever. I want to ask everyone in here, everyone on my channel, let me see how many of you are still here. Alright, so I lost a person. Respectfully, I understand. I have 102 followers here. I'm expecting to lose a lot more by the end of the election. And respectfully, I understand. And I accept that. I accept that. Because my videos against Trump aren't 1,000% becoming. And I can't make anyone see it from my point of view. In turn, you have to understand that you can't make me see from your point of view because, like I said, I've sent you directions. I've showed you videos that I've had to go search for to find them. And as I said also in the last video that I posted, that videos can also be doctored. But not when you've actually seen them as a younger person on the news. You can't undoctor what I see in my head. And I can't change or indoctrinate you into how I feel or how I view shit. And at the same time, I can't make you see it from my point of view. And I will say before I show you this video, life experience is everything. Alright? I'm not here to persuade you to vote for Biden. Let's get that straight. Plus, polls here in Virginia have closed anyway. I'm not here to change how you feel about Donald Trump. But I am here to tell you how I feel. And you don't have to like it. But you do have to accept it. Just like I don't have to like how you feel towards Trump. But I have to accept it because it's how you feel. I can't undo how you feel. I'm sorry that the guy y'all follow is a racist. I'm sorry. I've proven that time and time again. People would say that Joe Biden is a racist. I would say those people could be right because he did make a racist statement that said if you don't vote for Joe Biden, you're not black. Alright, I get it. That's definitely a racist statement. But there's a difference between being a racist and making a racist statement. And believe me when I tell y'all, I'm the only one here that doesn't have the right to be a racist. Because of my ancestry being part Cherokee, part black, and part white. I can walk in all three of these worlds and tell you how you actually are. Because of why? Because my ass has been the victim of racism by all three of these ethnic groups. Now granted, no one from China has ever called me a nigger. No one Japanese has ever called me a nigger. No one from Vietnam, Korea, the Philippines, Hawaii has ever called me a nigger. Alright? But Native Americans, my own people, they didn't call me a nigger either. They called me unpure blood. Because I was trying to court a Native American girl who came from a high-ranking family. I didn't know what family she came from. I could care two shits. She was beautiful. And her guardians, which was probably like an uncle or something, they were on the wheelchair basketball team. And this was many years ago. I was like maybe 20 years old. And he told me to my face, you cannot have any kind of relationship that is not professional with our niece because you are not of pure blood. That hurt like fuck. And I carry it with me to this day because my great-grandmother, who's Cherokee, never told me that I would get rejected from her people because I wasn't pure blood. Alright? So before you say that I don't have racial experiences from Native Americans, that's bullshit. Alright? I do. 2 incidences though. Only 2. Now, as far as white people, I've had maybe 4 incidences, and I have white people in my family. They aren't the ones that I had incidences with, and not my extended white family that's in Richmond that I love and miss so much, just in case you're watching. Jay and your 4 beautiful children. I've had racist incidences with white people. And yes, they have called me a fucking nigger. just like that in those exact words, and they have called me a fucking half-breed, just like that in those fucking words. But I've had the most racism from black people. And yes, they have also called me a fucking nigger, and a fucking half-breed, and a spick, and a gook, and a whole bunch of other things because they have no idea what the fuck my ethnicity is. So before you think that I don't know how it fucking feels to be a victim of racism from all three fucking groups of humanity, you would be fucking wrong. Alright? So I can't come here and make you feel what I feel because you have not walked a mile in my shoes. I have not walked a mile in your shoes. I don't know about your racial experiences, but if you want to share them with me, I will gladly broadcast them on my show, on my channel, whatever you need me to do. Because see, here's how you understand people. You walk a mile in their shoes. When you hear their stories, you don't pass judgment, because most of the people that are in these stories are the fucking victims. They're not the heroes of the story when you're constantly calling somebody a fucking nigger, or if you're calling somebody a half-breed, or if you take it to another level and you start calling people by their racial derivatives. Alright? Oh yeah, being called chief wasn't fucking fun either. But y'all don't seem to understand that. So if I'm losing followers for that, then so be it. But I'm telling you the fucking truth. I have never walked a mile in a white person's shoes. And I'm pretty sure that once or twice a white person may have been called a honky by a black person, which feeds more hate and more fuel to the hatred fire that we can't help. Alright? No one on earth is given an opportunity to choose your race or your gender. How you choose to live, though, that's your choice. If you choose to hate someone because of their gender or because of their race, then you're a dick, and that's your fault. But if you choose to understand someone and understand their story, understand their struggle, then you're good. So now I'm going to show this video. And I have to ask you people of all ethnicities and all these social groups that jump in and start, oh, well, I'm all about Biden. I'm all about Trump. As I said before, I was actually about Elizabeth Warren. She's not on the ticket. So I had to vote Biden because there was no way in hell I was going to support a racist, which I had adamantly proven. And if y'all want to support him, I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with you not asking yourself, is this right? Now, if you're following this guy because of your wallet, like a lot of entertainers that aren't in Hollywood or that are in Hollywood and secretly follow this guy because he keeps their wallets fat, then so be it. But be honest with yourself about this bastard being a racist, because he is a fucking racist. And I'm sorry if he hasn't hit your race in the face. Okay? Now watch this video. And you're going to watch this video. What's wrong with us in America? Where is the humanity? That is the question. Where's the humanity? Are we this fucked up that we want to kill each other over some dick that's been bankrupt 4 or 5 times and has allegedly used the N-word but not been caught, but has been racist to 5 innocent black people who he still hasn't apologized to, even though they're cleared from DNA? Decided that Standing Rock did not deserve to keep their sacred land and put a pipe through it, but told them before if he got the presidency that he wouldn't touch it. Which, by the way, a half-black, half-white president put a decree to protect the Standing Rock, and on day 1, the Trumpster totally flip-flopped that shit. But I'm sure that's offending all of you Trump supporters, and I'm sorry for that. But this shit is fucking true. We all watched it on the news the day that he did it. And I guess you guys still don't think that him talking about Elizabeth Warren in front of Navajo code talkers calling her Pocahontas wasn't racist either. And I guess again that y'all didn't think that him telling the Chinese reporter to go ask China, even though the Chinese reporter was Chinese American, because she was born here, she was born in fucking Virginia or raised in Virginia in fact, and y'all don't think that that's racist. And y'all also don't think that all of a sudden blacks and whites attacking Asians in all kinds of places in different states in America wasn't caused by some of this racist rhetoric. Because beforehand, you rarely heard of Asians being attacked out in broad daylight and not near Chinatown. You know, you heard about it, but only Asians that were in the Asian communities would tell other people who were Asian or their friends that aren't Asian that hang with them. No. But no. I guess I'm wrong there too. But I'm not wrong on this. America, if we are this fucked up that we are willing to kill each other over a president, we got problems. I can't be the only one who can see it, but I am the only one who's acknowledging it. Now again, I don't know who the hell Antifa is. I don't know who the Proud Boys are. I don't give a fuck. Because if this is what we are reduced to, I warned you, and we're all in trouble. No excuses for this shit.
Proud Boys are here! We just got a shit ton of Patriots show up. Who's street? Our street! 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 Who's street? I got mace, you guys. You've been maced. Pull back. I got maced. I can't see shit. I think all of us did all. I can't see. I can't see shit. I can't see shit, you guys. Hey, I got mace. Anybody got any water? Yeah. Sorry, dude. That's what you gotta do. You just gotta open your eyes, y'all. Woo! Okay, I'm back. Fast recovery. Everybody else is coughing. I'm used to this shit. I can face somebody again. I got hit in the head by a rock.
This is y'all. This is all of y'all. This is what we're reduced to over a presidency. Both sides, Proud Boys and Antifa. This is y'all. Is it worth it? Is it? I mean, honestly, y'all seem to care both sides on everything but what's important. Like human life. When you're going to hit someone in the head with a fucking rock, you could possibly kill them. It was the world's first murder weapon, for those who don't know. If you're not biblically correct, Cain bludgeoned Abel with a rock. A simple, solitary, solid piece of earth called a rock. I ask you again, where's the humanity? You got Antifa, who I have no idea what the fuck that is. And you have the Proud Boys. Ditto. Again, I have no idea what the fuck that is. For all I know, they're both fucking racist groups. I don't know because I don't follow that shit. I follow more important facts before I make videos. Now, this video was about human life and what we have reduced ourselves to without even consciously thinking. You know, my fellow man's life means nothing to me. I follow a guy who says, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. And everybody else follows a guy who says racial shit. But my followers don't believe that I am a racist. Because this is what we're following. As far as Antifa and Proud Boys go, y'all can keep up with that bullshit because it means nothing to me. Because I don't know those guys. When I make a racist video, I don't cut corners, I don't spare feelings, and I don't tell fucking lies about this shit. I don't know who the fuck Proud Boys are. But I do know it was a couple of weeks ago that our illustrious president claimed to denounce them at the second debate or whatever the damn incident was. I do know that he also said for them to stand down and stand by. And then some government official almost got kidnapped. So take that with a grain of salt. Because again, I've lost a follower or two. I have 102 people here. No. I don't know if you can see that, but if you check the channel, I have 102 people here. I'm not going to cry if I wake up tomorrow and have no followers. I'm not going to cry. I've been at this shit for fucking 20 years, man, and I haven't caught a break, so losing 100 followers because one of those two people is actually me. I accidentally subscribed to my own channel by technology because I didn't know I could do that. So if I have 2 people here tomorrow, I know that one of them is me. But I'm not going to be angry because I understand how the human mind works, how the human soul and heart works. And when people get pissed off over shit this big, people die. Or worse, people get slaughtered, people get murdered, people have that happen, people get chunks of their arms shot off because instead of everybody taking a knee and listening and hearing and trying to understand where people are coming from, it's, no, fuck you, that's not what I see. No, fuck you, that's not what I hear. No, fuck you, you're wrong. Only person that's perfect in the universe is Jesus. So let me break it down for you, because I did lose some followers, and I'm not gonna cry, and I'm probably gonna lose more. It's not the first time. I lost a whole fucking channel. So Kung Fu Havoc #1 is still in existence. I just don't have control over it. But I will tell you this, and I will be honest with you. For once, the whole 1,000. Until we get our shit together, panic, chaos, disorder, and genocide will follow. This dude in the video I just showed you got struck by a rock. Was it worth it? Was it worth you coming outside to parade for whatever side you're on? So I'm taking that he might have been Antifa, and Proud Boys might have hit him with the very first murder weapon that ever came into existence. And if you notice, everybody had weapons. Peaceful protest does not involve weapons. There's nothing peaceful about me coming to a protest with a Glock or an M4, aka an AR-15. There's nothing peaceful for me to come to a protest with this wooden comma that I train with because I'm dangerous with my hands and my feet. But this is not a peaceful protest. You want to peacefully protest? See those signs behind me? Yeah, those signs. Get one of them. Protest. Peacefully. But I suppose since my followers left me, they don't get to see this video. They don't get to see the 1,000% truth of a peaceful protest. I want to stand up for breast cancer if someone tells me that I can wear that scarlet spider suit or that Miguel O'Hara Spider-Man 2099 in front of a research lab that is doing everything they can to cause more damage than good, but I can protest on the other side of the street with a big prevent breast cancer awareness sign and twirl it and work it, or have these things say prevent breast cancer and doing all this stuff, then I would do that. But never would I come to a protest with a rifle or a handgun and say I'm there for peace. When clearly those are weapons of mass destruction. Why do I know that? Oh, because in the military, here's what I was taught. This is my rifle, this is my gun. This is for killing, this is for fun. That shit's not just something that I learned off a Full Metal motherfucking jacket. Okay? It's not. It's one of the things we were taught while we were there. It's one of our cadences. We didn't use it at all at Fort Benning, Georgia, but it was in one of the soldier hand guides. Yeah. This is my rifle. This is my gun. This is for fighting. This is for fun. And then there's more to the song, but I can't sing it here because someone might infiltrate our military and then be able to use it. Which is another reason why I didn't go and start doing all the cadences, because if you get the wrong information, someone could get the wrong information and infiltrate our place. And not only that, it actually happened while I was in service getting trained, that someone who wasn't in the military infiltrated Fort Benning, Georgia, and they had all the patches and shit. And the thing was, for this kid to be a 4-star general, and he was like 20 years old, it's almost impossible without battlefield promotion for a 20-year-old to be a 4-star general. That takes a long time to get there. A long time to get there. Even in all the special forces, he'd had to been in special forces since he was like 4. And that shit's not going to happen. No U.S. military will have a 4-year-old kid handling a weapon. So I ask you all who have stayed, where's our humanity? Is this worth it? Is Biden worth it? Is Trump worth it? Not to me. You know, I showed you a video earlier where some man here in Virginia decided that him and a militia of people, that if Trump doesn't win, he wants to have his people get ready to shoot people. Again, I'm going to give you 1,000% of the truth. I normally only give 99.9 because 1,000% of the truth blows people's minds and hurts people's feelings. And people don't have thick skin these days. People are ready to shoot somebody at the drop of a hat rather than take a knee and sit down and talk about it. That's why the fuck you think racism is still here. Because no one wants to talk about racism. No one wants to look their black friend, white friend, or Asian friend, or a mixed friend in the face and say, I fucking hate your people. I hate you because you're black. I hate you because you're white. I hate you because you're Asian. Hey James, I hate you because you're fucking mixed. You know how many times I've been told that from kindergarten to high school to even college, that people don't like me because of how I got into this world? But here's a fucking newsflash for you. I didn't tell my white grandfather to have sex with a black woman and have my grandfather. I didn't tell my Native American grandmother's ancestors to fuck with black people and have a mixed child who had married another mixed child to produce my mama. I didn't tell my Native American grandmother and her Native American grandmother, those two women, to come out of the reservation and fuck with whoever they fucked with to get my black ass dad's dad to marry and have yay so many kids from her, and then have my dad meet my mom who looked like a black man and a white woman. Fucking boom, and here I am. I didn't ask for any of that, and neither did any of you. But no one's going to take a knee and tell you to your face why they hate you for something that you can't fucking help. But we're all going to rally together over a racist president and a president that has made a racist statement who says, or a president candidate who's made a racist statement that says, if you don't vote for Biden, then you're not black. You know how many white people I know have said that and aren't racist? So he made a racist statement. So I ask you that. Is it racist? Or is it a racist statement? Now, I can confirm that everything I said about Trump is straight racist. Biden's only done one thing that made him look like a racist, where he said, if you don't vote for me, then you're not black. Now, let me pop this off before I get off. Both of them have tokens in their pocket. Kanye West is Donald Trump's token. And maybe not so much now that he has 50 Cent and Ice Cube and LeBron James and a couple other black cats that are really, really liking this guy. Well, here's the thing. The only one of those guys that actually mattered to me was 50 Cent, because I listen to his music. I could care two fucks about Kanye, because the only thing good about him is his beautiful wife and his beautiful children that I give a shit about, and that one damn song of his that I like called Gold Digger. Other than that, Kanye's got more problems than I got because he thinks he's bigger than Jesus. And I'm not really a Kanye fan. But I like the song Gold Digger. It's probably the only song of his that I actually know. Much like Carlos Mencia did, Kanye is a crazy nigga. And I will probably get shot by Kanye in an alley somewhere. And yes, I use the N-word because that's what Carlos Mencia did in his live actual thing. And if you can't make those kind of jokes, then you probably shouldn't be making those jokes if you live in fear. I do not like using the N-word, but I just used it 4 times in this fucking video. Maybe 5. Not really sure, I lost count. But here's that thing. Everyone else in Hollywood's not a Trump fan. And guess what? Their wallets are thick too. Their wallets are just as thick as 50 Cent and Ice Cube and Kanye. Some of them are more known, like The Rock. Everybody gives The Rock a hard time because he doesn't do enough black stuff. But when he attempts to do black stuff, the black people shun him down. You're not dark enough to be old John Henry. But the fact that he wanted to do a black project was too good. But yet, if you turn around and make a movie about Samoas, like Hobbs and Shaw, everybody's ready to come down on The Rock. Like, he means nothing after all that. They're all ready to come down on The Rock. Right? They're all ready to come down on Dave Chappelle. And all the other people that don't support Trump that are color. But then you got a fuck ton of people who do support Trump that are color. Again, you have your Candace Owens, you have your tokens. And they are Trump supporters. I can't condemn them for that. That's how they feel. I don't have to like it. But I do have to accept it. Because it's how they feel. I don't have the right to judge them. And yeah, I can call Kanye and all of them Uncle Toms, which is insulting to black people. But at the same time, they don't know me and I don't know them. Do I still want to buy their music? Hell no. But let me flip that script though. Because I love Kid Rock. Kid Rock lost my support when he supported Donald Trump in the last election. Ted Nugent, I liked him. Ted Nugent also lost my support when he went after and supported Donald Trump. Now let me explain this to y'all. Because y'all just don't get me. I get it. Alright? I'm 47. I haven't been living under a rock. I get it. You have the right to choose who you want to choose to be your president. You have that right. And I get it. I understand it. But y'all don't understand me. Because here's that thing. I can go back in here. Because I've already been waiting to do this. Let me hit this button here.
Maybe hate is what we need if we're going to get something done.
That would be your president talking when he was much younger. So he's probably about my age when he made this video. I can go here. And I can play this. And it won't change your mind. But it is about the Central Park 5. Because it says so right there. And this was a live broadcast, by the way. Way back when CNN wasn't as popular as it is now. No. When CNN was kind of in its heyday and stuff. And this is a rehashing, actually, because the guy that's also doing the interview is a younger man. Probably about my age. Probably a little older, maybe a little younger. But he's talking about how Donald Trump was talking about the Central Park 5 and how to this day, because this video was released in 2019 of June, that he still won't apologize to the Central Park 5. I can go over to this next video. Not that one, because this is a TikToker who's famous. But I can go over to this one. Nope, that's Justice League. Stop, damn it. I hate technology. Then I can go over this one where there's Donald Trump up here in the corner. I got Yellow Dancer and Min May. And I can go right up in here and type. Watch me type now. DONALD. Trump and the Code Talkers. Might help if I actually could spell. Talkers. Hit this enter button. Which, if you look in this corner, which I played earlier, if you look up here in this corner, I talked to y'all about how offended I am that he looked at those code talkers and said that they were very special people. You've been here long before anyone else. But we have another person who's been here as long as anyone else. We call her Pocahontas. Now, the Navajo dude, he broke rank. He cracked a smile when they said that. Alright? He literally does crack a smile when he said that. Now, the question is, did he break rank because he thought the shit was funny? Or did he break rank because the shit caught him off guard? Or did he break rank because he tried to save face by laughing at a racial joke directed at a different tribe of Native Americans? Because he's Navajo. And again, Pocahontas was Powhatan. Tons of Native Americans lost this country during the Trail of Tears, Battle at Bighorn, Wounded Knee. How many Native American heroes do you know and did they idolize in school? They don't idolize Geronimo. They count him as a tyrant or a terrorist. They don't really honorize Swanto, although he was the father of Thanksgiving. They don't really honorize Sitting Bull. They don't really honorize the Native Americans that are Mexicans that fucked everybody up at the Alamo. Because for us Americans, it's the reverse. And it's always remember the Alamo, where Davy Crockett lost his life. Yes, Davy Crockett was a real person. Born in the mountaintop in Tennessee, greenest state in the land of the free. Raised by the woods, raised in the woods, so he knew every tree killed him. Bear was only 3. That song came from Disney, but based on a true person who died at the Alamo. Understand what's going on here. We glorified Davy Crockett, but we didn't glorify the Mexican Indians who were fighting at the Alamo, who beat the fuck out of everybody. But we have a problem, because the Mexican Indians were also at war with Geronimo's tribe, too. But Geronimo was at war with another kind of tribe known as the Europeans, which I think happened actually before the Alamo. But my history could be off. I've had a few concussions. But when we look at these videos, and I lose followers because of my lack of support for Trump, I don't see anything wrong with you guys wanting to leave. I really don't. Because you have that right. It's social media. It's not going to affect me because, one, YouTube doesn't pay me. I don't have enough followers for YouTube to even give me a second look, although they have blocked a lot of my videos that happens to do with trying to save the lives of transgender people, but they chalk that shit up as hate speech. They may have blocked 1 or 2 of my videos when I started calling the LGBTQ++ group the Alphabet Squad. I call them the Alphabet Squad because I don't know how to not offend them. You know, there's a damn new letter every day. But does that mean I can't be friends with them? Of course I can be friends with them. I've been following I Am Jazz since she was a fucking little ass baby when she told Barbara Walters that I am a girl trapped in a boy's body. I remember that shit. Because I'm in my 40s. And I think Jazz is like, what, 15, 16 now? Almost a grown woman. Because she did have surgery, by the way, in case anybody gives a shit. But, you know, the simple fact is she was too big for TV. Which is why she's on the internet. Go follow her. Anyway, I don't have her on Instagram yet. I'm trying to remember how to spell. But I also can't spell her actual name, which is Jazz something or another. Anyway, pretty girl. Once was a boy, now is a girl. I don't try to offend anybody here purposefully so. I try to do the opposite, and I clearly fail at it. I have 102 followers. Granted, one of those 102 followers is actually me. But the point of the matter is, let's keep this shit real. We as humans suck. Straight up and down. Especially in America. We suck. We suck. We suck. We suck. Stay tuned for part 2. Because you're 35 minutes in now.